Jacksonville. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is...
James Cook. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
Bills 7, Jaguars nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Man in motion here is Washington. Right to the air goes Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Christian Benford brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Allen. A short pass taken in by Knox. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Jaguars offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
We'll run the toss here to Etienne. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
14 yards.
14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion is Myers. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll manage only a couple. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. That's to Kincaid once again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On first down, Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A design run here for Allen. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Gain of 6.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Hook. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Bills will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Man in motion here is Washington. 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Jacksonville. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Quentin Strange was his intended target. It's 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So after 1, the Bills with the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
In motion goes Cooks. Allen on 3rd down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Hamilton on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
from the gun, Josh Allen. To the goal line and in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Buffalo. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. First and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He takes off, and he's in! Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He's got his man, right side. It's complete.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A run up the middle with Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
It's a gain of 8.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the line, watch the bull, watch the bull.
Lawrence now. To the left side. It is caught by Myers.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. He's out of bounds at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Lawrence. He'll go right back to Myers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll find his tight end. It's Springs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A first down throw for Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 2. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real.
He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jaguars 14.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. The Bills offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. First down, Allen. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the handoff, it's ETN. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Matt Milano there to stop him.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
ETN has the first down, still going. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to ETN. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so Give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
On the return, here's Washington. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here comes ETN running to the left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. There's a short one. He's got screen. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now here's Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
On the give, it's ETN. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. This runs straight ahead for ETN. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Open right side. That strains the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another
Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Exiting the pocket right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Second down, they need 7. Lawrence. He'll take off and he will get into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Jaguars 21.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Gregory Rousseau. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Over the middle, it is Strange. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often, and really it's because it's good against any defense, and what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move, and that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion is Myers. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. They motion the slot man left. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Cam Little
for this field goal attempt.
A 61-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Davis now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And He doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the RPO, that's going to be caught by Cooks. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Allen to throw again. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. That one downfield for Cooks.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jags offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 12 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They run the toss here to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Lawrence now. He'll look middle, and he's yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
18.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one caught left side, that screams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags 18.
It's a
gain there of 27 yards.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. Allen to throw. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll drop this for ETN. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, you should have...
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Wells, another catch for his favorite target. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9. Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. In motion is Myers. Back to throw. Lawrence. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Bills 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
At the 30-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Shakir. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It is 2nd down and 5. A run with Cook. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A final shot now for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.